Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tornado Man Rises. We are here today with, excuse me, because I fucked up and started the video. Anyway, Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. Yes, we are here with Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. I have just skipped past the cutscene, changed some settings in audio and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. And let's continue. I'll be quiet.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the Wyrdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the Wyrdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Autumn's not that bad. Better than stuck in everlasting fucking winter. Yes, I do want subtitles. Medium is. Let's go small. Yeah, that's fine. First person sounds good. Sounds good, and I don't need that. Confirm. Oh, playing on controller. Never mind. Let's go. I'm gonna be a lady. Be muscular. I'm gonna be slightly tanned. I'm not gonna to in skinny face, point chin. That looks good. Eye color could be green. Thinner eyebrows. Slightly aged. That's right. No face tattoos. Just a small amount of body tattoos. Just standard black. Can I? Feldrin. Nope. Let's do it. And we're going on an adventure. Yeah, not fucking around with that.
Rise and shine, rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate, without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
He's rude.
Look, we just
Hope
have
you
to
get
get this
stabbed in
over
the
and done
neck.
with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, or going back to my tried and tested fists?
No, I would like a visit from someone
So,
upstairs, thank
tell
you.
me, what were you doing in the forest when the red shields caught you?
100, 200, blocking heavy armor athletics, archery, medium athletics, evasion, sneak, archery, 100. I did play the demo all the way through to the end, so I know a little bit about what's going on, so I will probably speed run a bit through this dungeon. I won't be skipping any dialogue or any boss fights or mini bosses or anything like that, but I'll be charging through pretty quickly, so that's why. We're not going to miss anything, but if you're, you might miss a little bit of detail if it comes to that. I'm pretty sure I picked enlist in the army last time, but this is the same as like Skyrim and Oblivion and all those ones. Like if you wear heavy armor, you get better at heavy armor. This is like a little bit of help at the start. It's not that important. I'm going to stay silent.
Seriously? We've been through this already. Don't make me come in there. Okay, I've had...
Hey, yeah, that's right, right in the fucking deck. I've never done that. I haven't done that before, so there you go.
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But then, there's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait.
1,000,001.
Will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
Right, you could just unlock it. Like you're saving no time. Never mind. Oh, super. Right trigger. Block. Heavy attack. Hey. Take it back. I will come back. Winner. My brightness is pretty high, but I hope this is not too dark for YouTube, because I know it does have the habit of darkening your videos. It's not watching these. Didn't need to do that. Yep. That was just about blocking and parrying.
Stay alert.
Brain. Okay. I have to start getting real picky real quick. There's nothing else in here. Maybe we'll jump down and go through all these little picky random crap holes. You're free!
Drip, I told the priests. They laughed. Drip.
I'm gonna leave because, whoa, is that fucking loud? I guess that's voice. I'm turning it all down. I don't fucking know if it's gonna work.
Drip.
Better.
Drip.
Sadly, I missed the rest of his dialogue. Basically, just fucking woe is me.
Do you see what a miracle I am? Healed. The
What happened to
depths
you?
filled with the weirdness. Oh, and a chamber. It was rather dreadful, I must admit. They left me here for some time. I can't quite remember. I felt everything within me turn inside out, then settle back into place once more. I thought I was dying, but now all is well. The worst is behind me.
Can I help you somehow?
You don't need to help me. The Red Priests already did. They cured me. Thanks to them. I hope the same fate.
Blah blah blah. He's indoctrinated. Get her. We will go and read this random stuff eventually. I want to. That's at the end. Go down. Go. Crouch? Fuck, I don't remember how to crouch. There we go. I've eaten like almost all the food I've had to heal, but nope. Bloody controls in this game are whack. Give freak about your pale. Nope. I always sorting that shit out. That is whack. Yeah. I'll get used to it. Onions, lettuce, pick. Salt. Peppermint. Nothing. Crunchy. Sage. Empty potatoes. Bread. Empty, 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 empty. Excellent. Let's go to inventory. These are freaking all the ingredients. do like the drop. Worse, and I know worse. We don't get worse. Don't need to pick up any of that stuff from now on. Same as that, and we have nothing in these slots. Okay. We gotta go through. I hate games. I hate the notifications continually going on. Oh, there's me bag. Oh, letter. My dear Urfel, I have finally arrived at the island asylum and have received my preliminary medical examination. Father Vaughan said that my symptoms point to the very early stages of the Red Death and that I did very well to come here of my own will. He promises to do everything in his power to help me and to make sure our son, I write son because I feel the truth of that with each heartbeat. Efren is born healthy. I know you had doubts about me coming here, but I really am of good cheer. I'll keep you up to date and in progress. I love you and wish you forever, Catelyn. He smashed her face in. Reddit finds his note. You need to run before they start your treatment. And it makes you realize you need to gnaw your own legs off. I promise that you are not sick, and even if you are, you will not be cured. Save yourself as I did. I stole a small glass jar when they weren't looking, broke it into shards, and swallowed them. Soon I will be free. I'll leave that to be read. I can't be bothered. We'll read this one. We're not going to read this one. You guys can read that of your own accord. We'll read out some stuff, but I'm not reading out everything. Little personal notes I'll read out, but like this generic stuff where I have 6 of them, I'm not going to bother. Beautiful Liliana in the Chamber of Ecstasy. I see. Sir Osbert could not wait any longer. Dropping this random shit. Yeah, we get rid of all 6 of this box. We'll keep this little red. Things, lockpicks, salt, quests. Ah, okay, we have quest. Oh, that's interesting. There you go. Stats. Just anybody's sake, who cares? This is what you start out as. You kind of start off with thief, sneak, blocking. You start off with thief, sneak, and blocking if you skip the options to pick a thing. And attributes is one across the board. We do get them. I don't know where to put them yet, so I will hold off for most of that. Woo! Yeah, naked. Done. Far out. I gotta stop doing that. Hey, buddy. Dropped. Stamina, no. Gonna stop picking up random shit. Don't know if I have gauntlets. I only pick up stuff that I know is useful or I'm going to hold on to because we're so far in that, like, into nothing that I drilled a borehole into the left temporal bone, revealing a skull filled with thick coagulated blood. After draining using Morgane's cut, I sawed through the cerebral falx, severed nerves and the brainstem, then removed the brain. Its abnormal shape suggests internal swelling. Incisions were made in the venous sinuses at the base of the skull was left intact. Finally, the brain was placed in alcohol and cedar oil for further study. Anyway, that's interesting. Kinda. Not really. Pale. I need to. Nope. I'll let you guys read. What is it? Note of Wyrdness mutation. The mutation changes are not significant, although they span the internal organs. The heart enlarged to the size of 2 adult fists, increased pulmonary function. Among the contents of the stomach were remains of undigested human flesh, most probably belonging to the deceased. Visible bite marks on his arm. Number 2, mutation area overall, and an amalgamation. That's not how you say it, but that's the word, how you spell it. Word amalgamation of a human and porcine internal organs, a two-chambered stomach with significantly increased capacity, and unnatural tissue fusing the hooves with the body, the head joined together in shape worse than any nightmare. That sounds lovely. Brain, don't need that tongue. So that's a drowner. I don't need anything there. There. Make sure this door is locked. I can lockpick it, but I can also just walk back around. Scratching this B. Brain, heart, brain. Treatment report. I received 3 patients with mild Red Death symptoms and tested a new treatment using weird beast bone meal. Patient 1 had typhoid, not Red Death. I burned the body. Patient 2, by day 3, she acted erratically, scratching, pulling her hair, and screaming. By day 5, she nearly broke free before her heart failed. Her autopsy may yield more insights. Patient 3, little effect. The disease progresses at usual pace, but its mind is clear. I'll continue observing. Conclusion: despite mixed results, I don't consider the treatment a failure. If adverse effects are reduced, this could be closer to a cure. He's not wrong, but he's not right. Just because it changes the adverse effects of something doesn't mean that it is in fact helping. This is the door we were at before. Now this is locked. Can't get in there. Lockpick again. First one. Father Vaughn's notes. This is the subject notes of Katrina, female, 22, short, skinny, 7 months pregnant, typical of red death, red spot face, neck arm, blah blah blah, cause of death, childbirth. Note: the exposure to the weirdness may have altered the woman's psyche, anger, outbursts, melancholy. As for physical alterations, the fetus seems to be much more affected by the weirdness than the mother, as if it absorbed it all. After the first standard session, the fetus started to grow rapidly. After the second session, its mass had tripled. It needed to be extracted from the womb. The torso and head of the fetus were unnaturally overgrown, but its limbs were weak and flabby. Despite its monstrous appearance, it turned out to be of good viability. More research on subject 38 to follow. The mother did not survive. Jesus. And that's probably her heart. Man, this is brutal. Love it. Well, it turned out the child didn't survive either. That's child is. The fuck? Besides the fact that its shin bone is missing a bone, it looks to be quite proportional. I don't want any of that bullshit. Do want that. So we can do this.
Reveal yourself! We'll send you into the abyss!
We need to now. It uses a pickaxe, but is a weapon, but you can't. Blood transfusion is a anyway. Brother Fabius' breasted Kai, through whom the words flow within me. Grant that my mission in the place called Kunach be met with success, health, and divine inspiration. Grant me the strength to aid the people of Avalon, touched as they are by the spectre of doom. This is a humble plea by Brother Fabius. There's a lot of them. I'm not reading them all because I don't fucking want to. Brother Sirius 33, Stage 5, Red Death. Oh no. I told you.
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
Who are you?
I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests.
Give me a second.
Did you escape yourself? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand.
Yep, sorry about that. Back. Do you need any help?
There is no help left for me. I will not ask you for the mercy of death. I believe I should suffer like all the rest of you. It's a trial for all of us. All of it. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves.
Wish to fight a Q became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all we have done. It's a shame when you fight a losing battle, sometimes it's just the other way. Let's replace ourselves.
From the patient's perspective. And I also want to do a
Good. Replace Cure, really.
some success treating it up.
But still,
Sometimes we
can't.
manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1.
Versus
We
treatment
believe
style,
that with the
weirdness,
weirdness.
yeah. He seemed like a good guy. I'm gonna smash your brains in for you. Tiny glass bottles. Bro, I had a lot of tiny glass bottles. Can I press in here? Hey, winner. Encyclical of the second pope. Yet many are unruly, corrupt, and indolent though they claim to know the prophet, their deeds betray them. Their minds are sullied, and the prophet sees all. As punishment, the skin is marred by red marks, festering and flaking. The Red Death not only claims their lives, but damns their souls. Yet hope remains for the impure. The prophet declares, renounce unruliness, dishonesty, and indolence. Embrace my word in your heart, and your soul will be purified as mine was. The prophet warns, trust in my disciples as you trust in me. To harm them is to harm me. You'll be punished accordingly. Sounds good. Empty. Sage. Malk. East. Crap.
The enemy is near.
Muron's method of separating the mind. The often dismissed priest Muron, the holy methods recorded during King Arthur's reign offer crucial insight on the separation of the mind. His text, albeit in old language, is valuable for understanding extraction principles. Despite Muron's immersion in druidic rituals, he scorned their quackery and wisely retained their valuable knowledge. Their discernment, alongside his contempt for past masters, makes Muron's work indispensable, revealing useful druidic observations while discarding the rest. Muron insisted that the subjects must understand and feel the Red Priest's procedures. If they lose consciousness, revival is essential. Partial anesthesia is allowed if they can still see. To extend the usefulness of the promising subject, tend to any life-threatening wounds. This is fucking disgusting. But at the same time, this is very not far off from how shit went. Like, not, a couple of hundred years ago. Yeah, a couple hundred fucking years ago. Savage is that. Monster brain, sage, devil snare, spirit, burdock. So spirits, alcohol of any kind, are used as suspensions for liquors. Sorry, for substances. I have heaps of them. Please free me. I'll get you out of these chains.
That's not the kind of... There's no save. You have to...
Kill him. Please take my tag to the heart of the south. No, I didn't run. Understood your pain. Close your eyes. Why his pants were a weird thing. What have we got? We got gauntlets. Yeah, get rid of that shit. Ooh. Oh, balls. Do I automatically equip? No. Good to know. Let's do some looting. Important. Close the key. I can do nothing. Fuck, creepy shit out of me. Venerable Brother Sefton, I would like to remind you of what I have mentioned numerous times before, namely that the alchemy station should be cleaned after each use, especially when you are so careless with caustic and toxic substances. I also remind you to recommend that you refresh your elementary knowledge about the ingredients of a healing concoction. Those are alcohol and sage, not poisonous plants and hearts. If this kind of negligence continues, I'll be forced to ask Father Vaughan to revoke your privileges to use the laboratory. May the word of the prophet be your grace, Brother Aaron.
Sage and alcohol. It's the simplest recipe. I can't believe I have to keep repeating myself.
You know how.
Yoink. I am not ready for that. I'm going to go back up here through.
Before you build a castle, you must first know how to fling a shed.
Not necessarily true. I would know plenty of engineers that could build a castle or a bridge. Freaking, you know, monstrosity, but not be able to build a shed. Yes, now there are several routes through.
I've already told you everything, I swear.
Right.
Wait, you're not... You're...
You can escape this
No,
way is clear.
I won't make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient. Go. Run.
Old mate was leaving one way or the other. He chose the hard way. What the hot? Fuck. Oh my god. Fuck, the vibrations don't work on my hands as they are trashed from 20 years of carpentry. I can't feel anything. I wait for the wiggle woggle. Like that. But it's too late. Fuck. All the way, pull it back a touch. Is that right? I don't mean like the rough, right direction. Yay! Yeah, fucking broke all the way. Alright, let's go. Suja, females, approximately 30. Disease. Found among the diseased in Kunach. Suspected inmate immunity. Seems Kai has blessed us. We've never had a Pictish patient before. She was found in a village with a severe outbreak but shows no symptoms, not even early ones. Brother Crispus has ordered observation, but what if she never falls ill? The patient exhibits visible mutations from the Wyrdness. The horns on her head are remarkable. I wish she'd be more cooperative. Surely she holds knowledge we lack. I've tried to persuade her, but she remains defiant. Why? Lives are at stake. She called us children stumbling in the dark. So why won't she help us? We attempted to introduce the Red Death by injecting her with blood from a stage 5 patient. This caused a violent initial reaction, but after 3 days with basic healing potions, she stabilized and showed no symptoms. She's less of a patient and more of a subject. I'm not conflicted about that fact. Jesus. Brother Crispus took her away 2 days ago. I'm worried she wouldn't return, but she's back and she seems thrilled, citing her innate response to the Wyrdness as ready to proceed. He forbade me from documenting it, so it just seems quieter. I should check on her. Jesus, what the fuck did they do to her? I know that, like, there's rocks you can smash, but
And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum!
I'm your buddy.
Then why are ye dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see ye bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priests messed with your mind, because one more moment and ye'd be dead.
Sure. We don't know who would be the one lying there. Exactly.
It didn't break your spirit, I see. That's good, but save your strength for
The red pricks if you want to make it out of this base. You reckon, what are you doing here?
nothing good. They thought they'd break me fast, like some Camalosian wimp. Big mistake on their part. Besides, I doubt they were waking you up with a kiss on your forehead either.
Probably not. What's your name?
Conquer, from the Dalrieta pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much.
Can you tell me
Really?
about the
Now's
tribes?
a good time for a chat. If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes.
Getting out of here. If your son's throwing a spray, have another match to catch it. Yeah.
Great bloody difficulty, that's how. Those bastards
up
laid a
nearly
trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings.
To take me down. You're like someone who'd fall into
It was
trouble that
me.
easily.
There were women. One thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red.
Yeah, that seems fitting.
Was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Useless knobs. Someone must have put something in the maid. I don't know.
Have you seen the
Never
wooden man with the
saw
bow?
anything, because I was either not. You're lucky to have someone risk it. No
Leave.
time for-
Right. I know they were your kills, but you could have left me like something. Yeah, like legit. Oh, rusty spear. Hello. Hello.
Are you trying
Go
to
again.
escape, my child? That's very brave of you, I must say.
We should escape together.
Escape? Me? But this is exactly where I should be. I
Why?
appreciate your offer, but I believe fate has brought me here for a reason. That's why I'll stay and see what happens.
Bro, you're just gonna... Yeah, you're gonna starve to death because I've killed all the red fucking
Don't get
priests.
that. You'll soon see that things aren't always what they seem at first glance.
Oh, no shit.
This way of thinking has never failed me. Safe travels, my child.
Alright, everybody, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Join us next time for some more Tainted Grail, Avalon, something. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Thank you for watching.